Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the biggest game of the year, the last game of the season, a winner-take-all single-game NBA Final. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Here are the five for the Wildcats. And for Miami, they've got King. Johnson is out there with Davis, and it's Morales in at the 4. Off goes to the Wildcats. And what a great feeling as the NBA Finals, with so much anticipation leading up to it, are finally going. King outside. Here's Holmes. They double him with Jay. Pass to King. In the corner, Holmes with it. High, arcing shot. It's good.
Well, he's such a natural talent, has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
1:22 left here in the first quarter. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball call.
And Miami has possession. To the middle, trying to find Davis. He's got it now.
He takes advantage of him in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Pass to Gay. 5 to shoot. Here's Steamsma. And it's Miami with the rebound. King outside. Holmes wide open. He fired. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Out to the right wing. On the wing, James. Covered by Johnson. Back to James. King with the block. And so the first quarter is in the books. Miami ahead. They lead by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Here's Williams. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Williams is out there with Williams. And there's Davis. And it's Morales in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Here's Francis. Reed, a screen on Williams. Francis passes to Reddick. That one a little long. Miami leading by 8. Outside Williams. Driving in. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Here's Francis. Over to the wing. Let out the pass to Francis. Shot clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. Rebound by Williams.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Arizona decides to take their first time out here. Going with a whole new group out there, and Arizona will go for a different look here. 35 seconds left in the first half. Arizona trails by 12. Pass to James. And Jones over to help. James kicks to Jamison. Jay, right side. Wildcats passing it around. And the rejection by James. And so it looks like Arizona will retain possession here. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter, and it's out of bounds to the Wildcats. And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect.
The previous play is under review. The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
On what point in the game it is, it can have a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession so critical. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
And so it's Miami, finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this.
Hey everybody, it's halftime of game one and a big lead right now for Miami.
I think their bench was the biggest difference. These guys came aggressive on the offensive end, not afraid to put the stamp on this game.
Yeah, some confident personalities up and down that roster. They've made it this far, game one of the NBA Finals. Shaq, how much brighter is the spotlight here in this championship round?
It doesn't get any brighter. This is where you need your stars to be stars and your moons to be moons and your galaxies to be galaxies.
You know what, Ernie, this is what you dream about. But you got to stay in the moment. You got to focus on things that got you here.
How about planets to be planets? Does that apply here as well?
Yes, that does.
Thanks. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Miami leading by 15, so on the floor for the Wildcats. Here's Noel, and again Miami with the triple.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
1:29 left to play here in the third. The kick out to Matthews. Pass to Noel. Matthews left side. Snatched away. And pushing it up here, the Wildcats. The quick look, no good that time.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Lays it up off the glass.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And Jones swings it in.
Guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies that wheel on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level. Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Miami leading by 17. Here's Noel, and the layup's good off the glass. Noel's got 8 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Gay. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
For Miami, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
Substitution on the court.
26 seconds left to play in the third. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Now here's King. Beyond the arc. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
What a way to punctuate the third quarter. They've got the lead and they've got momentum.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Miami ahead, opening up a huge gap. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
Substitution on the court.
And so here are the Wildcats. Holmes with the steal. We've got Davis. Johnson is out there with King. And it's Morales in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Reed. Miami grabs the miss. Here's King to Holmes. Johnson, the pass to Morales. Good ball movement here by Miami. And it's Holmes off the drive. And Holmes throws it down.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for Miami.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Here's Deladon. He's guarded by Davis. Pass to Johnson. The three. Hits it from three-point range.
And it's just competing. Giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Dives for it. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
So it's Miami now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And he's good on the three ball.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Miami.
And here is King. Now Holmes. Back to King. Fires top of the key. And they've done it. The new NBA champions. All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. But pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.